Hello Forkies, today I will show you a special game because I had this luck that I could play a player, a Grandmaster, with a blitz rating over 3000. So let's see the game. We are playing against a Grandmaster. I have the white pieces, so let's play pawn to e4. Don't ask me why I not playing on chess.com account. Long story short, I am playing him. I played pawn to e4. He is waiting for a few seconds, but definitely he will play his game. Um, and yes, we are not the best setup. As you can see, I don't have a totally black background on chess.com. This is not my profile. I mean, it is, but not my main profile. This is a training account. He plays pawn to c5. Let's play c3. The alley up in Sicilian. Here, trying to get the center, big white center here. Knight f6 is one of the variations. Now e5, of course, being the best move, attacking the knight. Simply d4. And I'm seeing that I have animations very badly set up, but doesn't matter. I will play knight f3 now, knight c6, and simply takes back. Now d6 or e6 is played. D6 the best move, of course. Bishop c4 attacking the knight. Now knight b6 is the main line here. Also you can take here. A knight b6 played, bishop b5, of course. Now takes and knight takes. Of course I'm attacking here. Now simply takes and knight c3. Threatening to play d5, so e6 is the best move and simply castles. Rook d8, bishop e7 played here. Bishop e7 not the best move actually. I can play queen g4 here, I think. Queen g4 I guess. Yes, I can do that. And then castles and bishop e3. Because now if you take, I can simply take here and then take the free queen. So castles I cannot play bishop h6 because simply bishop f6, so simply bishop e3 here. And I will sometimes take the knight and then play rook c1, rook d1, and I have perfectly pleasant position. Rook c8 played. I think I can just go for d5 right away. Not yet. What's my problem? Simply knight takes. I have to play rook d8 or rook d1 firstly, excuse me. Rook d8 here happens, which is not that bad, so just play it. Here I can just play a3 maybe. a6, wow, but I can just take. I can just take, which is the best move indeed, I think. There is pawn takes. Maybe there is pawn takes. I mean, if anything other captures here, I probably can just play d5. So pawn takes happens, of course. I have no move here, definitely this is an option. I also, by the way, did my opponent just blunder the game? I have bishop h6. Bishop f6 and knight e4, knight e4. Wait, hold on a second. If bishop takes then, I can simply... I could just take here and then play knight f6. Also here, I can just take. And if takes knight f6 and pick up the queen. So bishop h6 here, knight e4 happens. If you play queen e7 here. Well, I could just play any move. So I'll just play bishop h6 here. I think it's the best move. If g6, I take the rook. Bishop f6, knight e4. Yes, now on knight e4. Attacking the bishop. Queen e7 happens, yeah. But here I thought I have to be better. How? I mean, the king has to move at some point. Maybe just rook c1, be solid here. Also, there is 95 here, but of course, if take the knight, then there is mate. Wait. Is he threatening to take? Because if he's not threatening to take, and if he takes, he's probably threatening to take here. Because my idea is to play bishop g5, but he has this move. Queen g3 takes. I know this is not a rapid game, but still. I could just take here and play bishop e3. Although I don't like that. There's queen f3 to put pressure. But queen f3 simply takes here. So I have just bishop e3 back, I guess. I can just take here and play bishop e3 next. And bishop g5, then simply queen g6. Or even rook takes, perhaps. So yes, knight to e5 happens, which is the best move, of course. But I'm not scared of this. I can play here. Knight b4, a3. I like rook c5. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. That's my only problem in the position. But c6 is weak. My pawn is also weak, but I mean, if takes and simply takes, I'm fine there. Although there is e5. h6, I don't understand it. I can play a3 very quickly. He's making Luft. Wait, takes an e5. I have. I will just play e3 if takes and takes. Not e3, a3, excuse me. Maybe not the best move. Takes an e5 is something I'm worried about. But at least I have rook c1 there. Or rook f1 actually. Wait, what? Rook f1 then simply takes, yeah. So takes e5, I have rook f1 and then takes here, and I should be pretty much better there. 97 back, okay. This is not weakness whatsoever. Knight f5 might be an idea. Rook c1, knight f5. Maybe just go here to support everything. Simply rook c1 back. Now knight f5 might be a beat. I mean, knight f5 I take and take. Knight f5 I could also just take here. I don't have the time, so I will probably lose the game on time. But queen f3 also I move to trade off the queens. If I can trade off the queens and the pressure with it, much better there probably. Tough. I can get the bishop to e5. That would be amazing. If I can get the bishop to e5, but I cannot, yeah, because my pawn is too weak. Check. This is just horrendous move, by the way. But okay, I'm fine. I am fine here, I think. Make some Luft, maybe? I am fine. This was a threat. Rook c2 not the best move. I blundered the pawn now. I need to focus myself. I have to trade. I mean, I'm attacking, so... Probably trade, and then I'm fine. I think. The rook endgames are always probably just a draw. I'm down a pawn, 4 on 3 will be on the king side, but this should be fine. I think. I mean, if you play rook c3, I have here. So you have to take. Oh, I missed this check, definitely. Oh, this is just made. Ah, I lost on time, come on. I lost on time. Wait, I lost on time. But it's equal, queen a1. And I picked the pawn, maybe. Queen a1 and it's equal. Come on. Queen a1 and it's equal. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I think it was a nice game. Let's analyze it. So this is the game review of the game I just played against a 3000 rated GM. I played very accurately for a 5-minute blitz game. I played with 92.5% accuracy. My opponent played with 93. Let's see what has happened. So yes, I played e4. My opponent responded with c5. And I played my Aliapin Sicilian with pawn to c3 here. So knight f6 was played and I pushed with e5. Of course, no, my pawn was attacked. If I were just to play d5, then simply knight takes and knight takes back. And I'm down a pawn, of course. So e5, knight d5, d4, cd4 is the best move here. Of course, I'm trying to get some space in the center of the board. That's the whole idea with pushing the c pawn, so that I can play d4. And when d4 was played, my opponent took the pawn, just a second, and I didn't recapture back, which would be completely fine. I simply played knight f3 here, with an idea if my opponent takes, of course he would won't, because he is GM, his knight is simply hanging, and after takes, bishop takes, I'm completely winning. So I played knight f3, knight c6 was played, and c takes back on d4. Now d6 is the main move, my line indeed. I played bishop c4 here, attacking the knight. My opponent played knight b6, which was okay, you can also take here. But after retakes, you have to play a move like bishop e6 here. And after castles and g6, I can just play knight to g5, bishop g7, and this is the resulting position. I can simply play f4, defending the pawn, and the position is very fine for white. And actually my coach plays this kind of Sicilian against me. By the way, white, oh, you can just play knight e3 because bishop takes, and the position is fine there as well for me. Not that, but okay. Yes, I took d6 and bishop c4, knight b6 and bishop b5. Of course, my bishop was also tagged there, so I have to pin the knight here. And after d takes, I take with the knight, putting a lot of pressure on the pinned piece here. Now bishop d7 is of course the only move, and I grab the bishop pair by taking the bishop. Now queen takes, and I play knight c3. If some random move is played like g6 here, oh d5 and you are lost. a6 simply bishop takes, and this is just yes, I mean, maybe not with g6, but you get the point. I'm much better there. So e6 has to be played, preventing the idea of pushing the pawn to d5. Now castles, and bishop e7 is not the most popular move. Here rook d8 is usually played after bishop e3, bishop e7, and queen g4 simply castles and rook to d1. And a6 or something like that, and the position is very much equal. So bishop e7 was played, not the best move, but queen g4 of course is the same idea, to put pressure on g7 here. Simply castles and bishop e3 was played, not the best move. Here takes was better, and simply b takes back, of course. And now bishop h6. bishop f6 and rook d1. Okay, with an idea to play this, or knight e4 still not winning because queen e7 is there, and if I do that, bishop g5, then there is queen g6 if I take. Oh, I lose the queen here. So I played bishop e3, simply defending the pawn, nothing wrong with the move itself. Rook c8, rook d1, a6, bad move I think, because I can simply take and play bishop h6. And he... Wait, this is a mistake. Rook takes is better, but it allows d5, which I saw in the game, and I simply thought this position is better for me. Maybe it's equal, but I cannot be worse at all. I have very active pieces here. Okay. So, he took with the b pawn, not the best move perhaps, but okay, allows bishop h6, which is the best move, bishop f6, and simply knight e4. Now, of course, queen e7 is kind of forced, what can you do else? I'm trying to take here, if you take here, then there is an important detail here, I think I can take on g7. Which was, during the game, I thought this was the best move, but there is f5. Of course, the idea is you cannot take back, because knight f6 is a fork on the queen and on the king, and if you take back, oh, you cannot, because you are pinned here. So queen e7 was played, of course, only move, I think. Now rook c1, not the best, but fine. Now rook d8, and I played the move knight takes. Bishop on f6. Of course, queen takes has to be played, and now bishop e3, of course, defending the pawn here. Knight e5, and rook c5. He played h6, which is logical, because if you just play knight here, then bishop g5 is very weird to allow. After like queen e2, you are pinned here, so f6 has to be, and then I take here, and you're worse, much worse. So h6 preventing any bishop g5 ideas. a3 maybe not the best move, not allowing knight before. So my idea is definitely to play rook c1, but I was maybe worried about knight before coming in with a4 and then push threatening a2. So I mean it's okay, but I played a3, so this allowing the knight to get to b4 any time. So knight e7 simply b4, defending my rook, protecting my rook, nothing special. Now rook d5 I thought was slightly weird after rook c1, knight f5, and I can simply take. The pawn here, it's equal. Takes and takes back, and knight takes pawn, of course, only move. I played the rook c8 check, which was fine, and now I took the bishop. I took the knight with the bishop, excuse me. Rook takes and queen e2. Now queen to f5 with a nasty idea to just mate me. I mean, if I play a4, let's say, queen b1, queen f1, and rook d1, not even taking, of course, rook d1 just wins a full queen here. So, I played rook c2, disallowing the queen to get to b1. The position is still equal. Rook d3, of course, threatening to take the pawn. And if I take... I mean, I cannot take on a6 because, yes, rook is between the pawns. If I play rook d2, however, I also lose after takes, and queen b1 is still mate. So, I played h3, giving myself a luft. Now, rook takes on a3 was, of course, played. I played queen e1, and now I'm much worse after rook b3. Which I don't quite get. I guess just going after my pawns. Of course, I'm down a pawn. My opponent played queen e5 however. Not bad move, but not the best move either. I played rook e2. Maybe not the best. Of course, I was attacking the queen. Now, I played queen to c2 check, and the position is still equal. g6 and queen b2. Now, if we trade the pieces, then after like g5, a5 takes and takes, we are in a 4 versus 3 on the king side, on the same side, rook and pawn endgame. And this should be pretty easy draw to hold. Maybe not in a blitz 5+2 game, but it should be holdable. So he played rook a1. Of course I cannot take because he's defending his rook with an x-ray here. So I simply have to play king to h2. Now queen f4, g3 of course is forced. There is no other move to go out of check. So g3, queen f3. And yes, as you can see, I flagged. I lost on time here. But the position is equal after only one move, I think. If I play rook e3 here, just mate. Also this is mate. So I have to defend this mate's threat. And the only way to do so is to take the rook on a1. Yes, it's logical. And after queen takes on e2, the position is equal after queen f6. I can even maybe check you around. And this position is perfectly equal. I would probably still lose it because of the time situation. But I mean, getting to this position against a Grandmaster who is 3000 rated in blitz, I think is pretty good achievement. I mean, I lost here, but I lost here, but nevertheless, I mean, I played pretty great game. I played with 92.5% accuracy. A game rating by this, I'm not sure if you can see it, is 25,000, 2,500, excuse me. And yes, I played pretty great game. I hope I will have an opportunity to play this guy again. He's just amazing. He was streaming while I was playing against him on stream, so check out his channel as well. You can check out my Twitch channel as well. But okay, nevertheless, if you have anything to tell me, please let me know in the comments below. I will be reading and answering all of your comments. And as always, if you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me out. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.